Alright, I really didn't want to try and make 4 videos, but here we are. Let's see... Let's see if the ghost is here. Oh yeah, there's Alice. She's still there. Says the exact same thing. I mean, it's a
Well,
cool...
she did say that she's always there, so...
Yeah, it was pretty cool that they let her stay there even after we... Well, I mean, I guess we actually remembered everything, so... There's Leo Bastario Harway again, and he disappeared. And there's me? The moment I step foot on the first floor, my feelings of unease intensify. There's a student wearing a red uniform, Leo, the new transfer student. Doesn't look red, but it's okay. The instant I lay my eyes on him, I immediately feel intimidated, humiliated. There's also someone trailing behind him. It looks like one of my classmates. The more I think, the more I realize that Leo isn't the anomaly I've come across. Is not the only anomaly I've come across. There are other things that seem off as well. It's becoming clearer now. People who shouldn't exist. Students that mysteriously vanished. The fabric of reality is coming unraveled. Don't turn away. What is the truth? Don't turn away. What defies the world you know? Don't turn away now. This is the reason why you're here. Come, do not allow yourself to close your eyes to the truth. Am I playing Persona 4?
I don't know, this game definitely got that personal vibe to me.
Understandable. Wait, this is the nurse office. I can feel people inside, but the door won't move. And I'm gonna assume... Oh! When I tried to open the door, a sudden burst of distortion ripped through me. It felt like my body was gonna be torn apart. Attempting to go even further would be suicidal. Oh my gosh. So, what if I go here? Door is locked. Okay. The lady and one of the guys from my class are talking in the hallway. The attention to detail is quite impressive, even surrounding the air. Real world represents real world. How about you guys? What are you guys? For a moment, it feels like he was including me. However, begins talking to the classmate, seemingly oblivious to my presence. It's the first time we actually had a conversation. It gives me a smile with no hostility. There's a suspicion that there is something behind that malice. There's some malice behind that smile. Attending school wasn't that bad. It was quite an interesting experience. However, I didn't come here for fun. No matter how enjoyable the detour, everyone must go to their appointed path. With those final words, Leo turns and walks away. This is farewell. We'll be seeing each other again, so it's much better to see you later. Good luck.
Bro, when do you summon Archer?
Leo said as much, even going as far as to look in my direction. For an inexplicable reason, I'm not surprised that Leo knew I was spying on him. I'm trying to get things straightened out in my mind when Leo suddenly disappears. And so does my classmate too. At the same moment he vanishes, my vision distorts and the shock threatens to overwhelm me. What's going on here? I wonder if this place is the source of my unease. Like him, I placed my hand on the wall, expecting to be drawn in. I now know the way to the truth, and to know why I had these feelings to begin right here. I want to know why. The atmosphere changes. There's a doorway, an entrance, where the concrete wall was. It's nothing of this world, and blah 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 blah. Literally repeating everything we did before. Effigy.
It's like, wow, this crazy sense of deja vu.
Wow, yeah, I know, right? An interest to another world beyond this story, blah, blah, blah. Strange attendant. Oh! An interest to another world. But on this door, the previous statement perfectly describes the view before me. Walking behind me is my strange silent attendant. It is to be my sword and shield for what lies ahead. A disembodied voice confirms my thoughts. Although I have yet to learn anything, I need to do something besides stand there. At the very least, there might be some clues behind this bizarre experience ahead. I have no choice but to walk into this darkness with only this effigy behind me.
Could you imagine the thing following you?
Do you like me readjusting the camera? I do too.
That makes me feel better.
He's so threatening. Look at him.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a face. It's terrifying.
Like, I think this looks so good already. I just can't wait for them to remake it. It's gonna look
Right.
An Unreal Engine 2, even though that game has so many, even though Unreal Engine is like a glitchy system, it's gonna be so good.
I'm kind of surprised they're sticking with the art style, you know?
I mean, they updated it tremendously, but like,
well, you know what I mean. Like they could have gone with like Unlimited Blade Work style instead of I could be actual Fate Stay Night.
Yeah.
Like this.
No longer a typical school campus. The floors, walls, the air, even the aura are slightly off. It wouldn't be a surprise to me if monsters pop out from the shadows like a dungeon. Welcome, potential master. Oof. With a shocking suddenness, a voice begins speaking. It sounds like it's coming from the empty sky. If you are looking for answers, you must reach the goal. Now please step forward. It's an item cube. It's a treasure chest.
Yeah.
This is an enemy program. Fight, beat it up. If you die, you die. You have attack, guard, and break. You can do 6 actions in 1 turn of combat. This opponent will only... It should be quite easy to defeat as it only performs break. Break is beaten by attack. But yeah, since it's only gonna do break, attack, it also, no one has any skills. So there's nothing like we can do with the square button right now. But attack, I mean attack beats break, so there's nothing else I can do. And after you perform 3 successful actions in a row, you will do an extra attack. This can and will be interrupted by skills. So if you use a skill, or if an enemy uses a skill while you're doing an action, it will technically interrupt it, and the chain will be lost. One thing to know is that each turn you'll have to plan 6 actions that will defeat your opponent. Whatever. You can overcome break by using attack. Okay. But yeah, since you choose 6 actions, your opponent chooses 6 actions. It's just a giant game of rock, paper, scissors.
I love RNG.
Yeah. This game does a better job at it than what it sounds like. Oh, here comes another program. You're itching for another fight? This one will only use attack, so just guard. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha.
It's Tracer? I never even noticed that. It's Tracer from Overwatch, bro. This effigy kind of got some moves on it, though.
He kind of got them styling moves.
Look at that.
Like, yeah, he's like graceful with those kicks. I respect it.
Oh, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. You see, when you pull off 3 consecutive strikes in a row, you will do an extra attack. Blah, blah, blah. Cool, cool. Thank you. Ooh, this one looks tough.
Yellow? It looks yellow to me.
Yeah, it looks pretty yellow. This last one will only use guard, so break it, literally.
Smack that bitch.
Remember to always use the appropriate command for any given situation. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was critical.
Said boop.
It's using all the
Damn.
same. It's. Oh my gosh.
He getting them crits in. Damn.
Oh man, you used all 3 of them. No attack is dominant, which is correct. Nothing will beat anything. Skills will always do the max amount of damage unless they are guarded against. I don't want to fight this one. Oh, never mind.
I think you have to.
All the programs you've faced so far only use one move, which won't happen in real fight. Your opponents will choose actions based on the situation and general observation. Their actions will be very difficult for you to predict at first, but the more you fight them, the more you'll be able to get their patterns down. Although considering your lack of experience, I may be expecting too much from you this time. He slapped him. He said, "Get that out of here. Get that out of here."
Going with the schmoves.
Smack.
What would you do if you had kicks like those?
Are you saying I don't, Clay?
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect you, but yeah.
Alright, I'll show you next time. Alright, go to the final room. I don't have... Where's the map? Oh. I don't like this. I feel threatened.
I've been feeling threatened ever since the thing started following you.
Understandable. It looks more backstabby than an assassin. Oh, look at this. I made it. At the end of a very long road, going through the door that suddenly appeared in the wall, the oppressive air where the spirits of the dead still linger. Here's my goal. That's what I thought. Hey, look, it's you. Further in, it appears as if someone has already collapsed.
Who could it be?
When I look in his face, it was a student that was following Leo. I call out, no reply. I shake him. He's stone cold. I go as pale as him before, and I can no longer think coherently. All I can do is stare in bewilderment, and in that moment, it stanced up. The fallen effigy lying next to him.
Everybody's all stanced up.
He stanced up, bro. After fighting several attack programs to get here, it's obvious that thing is an enemy as well. Without warning, it suddenly twists around and comes right at me. Oh no. I forget if you're supposed to win this fight or not.
I feel like everybody in this game has just like zero chill.
Oh, my leg! Oh. Oh. Yeah, you're definitely supposed to win this fight. And he's styling on me. Oh my gosh.
So you're just telling me that you suck?
Yes, I'm really bad at rock, paper, scissors.
But you beat the game, so I don't
Alright.
believe you.
Okay, let's see. Wait, is that what was supposed to be done last time? Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm dead. I lost. Sayonara.
How could you let this happen? I trusted you.
You seem to be lacking as well. I can hear the sound of a distant voice. The time has come with your inevitable loss. I will consider this round of preliminaries to be over. Farewell. I'll pray that you find peace in your annihilation. It's the final words of the voice. I don't have the power to protest. All I can do is stare at the floor, think I'm going to die. Suddenly, at the edge of my hazy vision, a number of brown-colored lumps seem to rise from the floor. Actually, it might have that I just noticed them. They may have been there from all along. Those lumps are the dead bodies from all the students at the academy. The guy before me wasn't the only one to fall. All the others made it here and died, unable to do anything in a short while. I suppose I'll become one of them. Maybe I should just close my eyes now. I did all that I could, so maybe it'd just be better to end up now. I refuse. I refuse to give up. I summon all my strength to attempt to get back on my feet. However, as I move, an unbearably intense pain shoots throughout my entire body. If that's how it's going to be, then this is... I still refuse. That's right. I can't give up. Even though I'm forced to concede defeat eventually, it'd be inevitable to do so. It'd be unforgivable to do so. I feel as if something's wrong. All of my senses grow faint. The pain running throughout my body has long passed my ability to endure it. I now know what the damned suffered. Even so, I must stand. The drive to go on is something I do not understand. It's not like the fear of death is urging me to not give up. I just want to be at peace. Keeping that in mind, why am I trying with all my fight to get back on my feet? I cannot figure out the reason why. I don't even know why my life needs to be ended. Why am I even here? I understand now. That must be the reason why. There are many corpses. There were many questions. Now, I can't continue without knowing. No. Now that my spirit has been awakened, I cannot allow things to come to an end without knowing. As a representative of the Holy Grail, I can hardly ignore such an overpowering doubt. You question your own existence, even as it comes to end, and see your own shortcomings as death approaches. Very well. I expect much from that spirit of yours. There's a servant left that fits a human like you, a nondescript soul fighting fighting for a nameless master. I look forward to your valiant efforts in battle. The other two doors vanish, and what appears out of this one is... Okay, never mind. That made me look really lame. The sound of breaking glass is accompanied by a light cutting through the gloom. I manage to move my weary body and aching head to see what's happening. I did not notice it before, but something was slowly rising from the floor in the middle of the room. That form.
It's the boy! Woo!
You know, he's the whole reason some people are gonna get the remake.
Well, I mean, I would too.
I mean, like just him though. No one cared about Nero. Oh, frick. Whatever. No one cared about Saber, and no one cared about Caster. They literally just said, but Archer though. It's an appearance. Huh?
It's not a spoiler to say Nero.
And you don't know their names.
Yeah, but like, the series is already so established.
Yeah, I know. Its appearance isn't much different from that of a human being, but something is different, clearly so. The power emanating from it transcended that of any human or any enemy I've faced in getting here. An awesome power that seems as if it vaporized anyone who touched swirls within my body, almost against my will. This sucks. I was praying that I wouldn't be summoned by mistake, but I see my hope was misplaced. Showing self-restraint is difficult, regardless of one's age. I guess I'll just flounder around pointlessly. I came here in response to a voice calling for me. What kind of moron would needless call a servant like me? It pains me to acknowledge it, but since you're the only one here, let me ask, just to be sure, are you my master? Well, hold on a second. What if you just say no?
Nah, bro, you gotta say yes.
No, but what if you just say no? What would he do? Would he just leave?
Okay.
How fortunate for you. Now close your eyes again and your request will be fulfilled. My eyelids lowered as if weighted down, and my consciousness begins to fade as I melt into the floor. And just like that, I slowly fall into a deep slumber from which I will never awaken. Oh my god! He's
like, dope. Alright, die, bro.
He said, cool, that means I can leave too. I see. It's not like I get a say, but I've been called by yet another odd master. I should be used to it by now. Oh, okay, that was weird. I thought it was just gonna keep going. But a contract is a contract. I'll lend you my power if you want, and we'll fight for you until your wish ends. You were shouting why a moment ago. There are very few people who know the answer to that question. Well, it's not a bad wish per se. I will now pledge that I will fight by your side until your wish ceases to be. He takes a hold of my hand and helps me to my feet. From the hand he grabbed comes a sudden warmth and then a sharp pain like I've been cut by a knife. On the back of my hand, as though tattooed, is a strange symbol that looks like some kind of crest. Totally confused, I alternate between staring at the mark at my hand and the person standing before me, and then a noise behind me brings me back to my senses. Turning around, I still see that effigy from before, now in a fighting stance. I wince uncontrollably, recalling my previous defeat at its hands. This seems to be as good as any opportunity for you to show my... Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this sometimes. This seems to be a good opportunity to show you the skills... To show me your skills as a master. Really, it's nothing you get worked over. I'm not going to be at my best with a novice master, though. Whatever, I'm getting used to the short end of the stick. Just show me how much power you can use. Oh, really? Oh, okay. No skills yet either. Alright, so as you can see, this is Archer. He's kind of like the middle of the road kind of guy, because the other two are a lot more frail. But Archer's stats are usually going to end up more balanced, since he's going to use them all. More or less.
See, but he's also got two swords, so...
And he's got two swords, so he should really be a saber. It's kind of weird. That was a critical? It did 15 damage.
Oh shit.
He's so... Oh my gosh. He's so stanced up. Alright, so for the level up system, they're linked, you know? So one person levels up, they both level up.
Yeah.
And most of the time, yeah, see, Master gets MP, the servant gets HP and MP as well. And skill points, we won't get later until, like, either the end of the first chapter or until, like, chapter 2. Which is honestly... I think they gave it to us at the end of the first chapter because the first chapter's boss is so tough without New Game Plus. And I'll explain that later, but for right now, we should get back to what really matters.
Come on, man. You can't be broke from the beginning, you know.
Well, I mean, you won't get you won't get broke, honestly, unless you pump all your stats, pump all your points into one stat. But even then, you still have a lot of shortcomings.
I don't know, bro. I think broke status is achievable.
Yeah, if you're caster. No, like actually, she gets a skill later on that lets her just regen MP, which means she can just spam skills.
Oh yeah, and you were saying earlier that those things are just kind of like, no, me, like I win.
Well, I mean, if you're fast, if your agility stat is high enough, you just go first. If you go like skill v skill, you will just go first. Your action will be applied beforehand.
Dope.
Which I think really is the only thing for agility, is that your skill will be applied beforehand. Before another skill, if you go skill v skill. And also her Noble Phantasm is you have to use 9 skills in a row.
Oh, so it's like they want you to do that.
Well, you have to use 9 skills in one battle for her to use it. So it's like, you know.
Yeah. I get it.
The battered effigy stops moving. There's no way it'll function after being effectively torn apart. I guess I can give you a passing grade. Barely. I expect more from you in the future. Continues to talk. However, the sound of his voice doesn't quite reach my ears. The heat coming from my mark on the hand intensely grew during the fight, and the resulting pain has become unbearable and burns through my consciousness. The mark imprinted on your hand is the command seal. It is the proof that you have dominion over a servant. You can use it to give 3 orders that must be obeyed. Think of them as disposable strengthening spells. It is a proof you are part of the Holy Grail War. If you lose it for some reason, you will die. Alright, that's not how it goes in every other war, but that's okay.
We have to keep it spicy.
Exactly. Once again, I hear that voice. I somehow managed to ignore the pain and listen to what it had to say. I can understand your confusion, but before I forget, congratulations. You have endured much to be here. Now rest for a while. You've achieved your first goal. It was an incredibly clumsy effort, to say the least, but that's what made it all the more entertaining. I've had this duty for a while, but this is the first time I've seen a master such as you, as helpless as you are. Nevertheless, be proud of your achievement. Your quick thinking came as a result of nerves and rashness. Thinking about it, the voice sounds like it's about a 30-year-old man and is really irritatingly smug. For some reason, I can see the voice being the owner of a priest dressed in a somber cassock. Oh, you are curious about my identity? I am honored, but I am insignificant. I am merely a part of the system. I am just a guide, tasked with giving a standard message and given the personality of a prior participant. I am no more than words, no more than the mountain you just conquered. no more than a record of the past. A record. So if I raise any objections to this voice, does it mean I won't receive any answers in return? Exactly. Well, this is unexpected. You have received a commendation, something about you having a light. I have no clue what would who would say such a thing about me, but the short phrase struck my heart. For some unknown reasons, I knew the words were sincere. As for I expected good things from you, it seemed like more of a command than an encouragement. Now, let us commence your baptism. You have now proven yourself worthy of this honor. For most, the monotony of everyday life continues on without end. Your decision to look beyond the accepted in progress means you have earned the right to exist. However, you have but taken the first step. Be jubilant, young knight, for now the Holy Grail War begins. I have no idea what he's talking about. The Holy Grail War? The right to exist? That is correct. An object of great power once existed in this world. One that could grant any desire. People call it the Holy Grail, and fought endlessly in the attempt to gain sole possession. This war, the system you find yourself in now, is an evolution of those struggles. You stand at the entrance of a deadly struggle where many magi will perish in pursuit of the Holy Grail. Listen, young magi, had I not bestowed upon you the earth desire, you would be merely saints capable of committing sin. Now fight to the death. The fiery throne of heaven will only receive those with the strongest of desires. The voice reverberates throughout this hidden chapel as if it was the voice of a god. Kill? Magi? Holy Grail that wishes? Holy Grail that grants wishes? These questions and more swirl inside my head, almost seem to carve themselves into my flesh. In a war, a weapon is needed. That is your servant. They're the spear that pierces, the shield that protects. A legendary soul whose purpose is to clear your way to the Grail. That is the one who stands beside you. Look
Look
at
at
me.
that smile.
I was about to say.
He's so happy.
I glance over at the young man in red standing next to me, who glances at me and then looks away. He's my servant. It seems you have decided, and with that decision as payment, I now open the gates of the Holy Grail War. The mark on my hand, the command seal, once again begins to become excruciatingly painful. It's over. I can't take it anymore. I reach the limits of my endurance. My mind starts to shut down as I lose consciousness. I can vaguely hear the words of the final voice. Now, let the Holy Grail War begin. No matter the era, deciding who is worthy through battle, is the divine providence of man. Magi, who have been invited by the moon, show me your true strength. Wow. All right.
What a time.
Whew. So, we figured out who we are. Well, not a whole lot about us anyway. Just the name. We now have Archer. Well, that's what we'll have to call him for now, seeing as though we haven't been given a name. But we know he's our servant, a heroic spirit. He, well, he doesn't seem to like us very much, huh, Clay?
See, but he was smiling though, so he kind of likes you.
I mean, he's smiling, but I mean, like, he's.
Maybe he just gets a kick out of you being a dumbass or something. I don't know.
He might. He's Archer from Fate's Day Night. He'd definitely say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely in his character. And then, yeah, wait. Apparently, from what the voice has to say, we have been the most helpless servant he's ever met, which means we're even more pathetic than Shiro Emiya. Just let that kick in.
And that man dies in the very beginning.
Yeah, yeah, he does. Wait, oh my gosh, we're just Shiro. We die at the beginning. We're brought back to life, and we get a servant.
Bro. Hey, at least he actually gets Archer this time. You know?
Yeah, oh. Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh, they put your nickname by your level.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that.
Oh my gosh, bitch boy, level 2.
Yes, sir. We're on a way to being level 100, bitch boy.
I mean, I beat the game level 40, so we probably don't even have to go past that.
I don't know.
Alright, so, well off now, and we'll see you guys next time.